Good morning, Zio here, and today we're talking EA, and not specifically just EA, of course. We're talking about specific franchises under the EA name, mainly a little bit of Star Wars, but mostly FIFA, right? EA Sports is what we're going on about. So grab yourself some coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get into it, shall we? Alrighty then. Yeah, I'm not sure how long I stared off into space for a second, but yeah, I'm not even going to worry about it. Oh gosh, it feels so hot in here. Anyway, no, but seriously, EA Sports is planning for an FIFA without FIFA. So let's catch you up, shall we? We've talked about this in the past. FIFA, EA, their ability to really suck at this sort of thing, right? When they launch an annual release of FIFA, there's the FIFA Sports packs, the microtransactions, the fact that they can't take the time to even switch banners sometimes. So you'll see something from the previous year because they've reused every one of those assets, and the fact that they're launching a game that really offers nothing new than the old one other than the roster change, and the fact that you've got to repurchase all these microtransactions and all this other stuff in order to get your teams and other things and stuff back, and how horrible of a model that is. I mean, technically, it's really, really good for EA, right? EA makes a ton of money. We know they make a ton of money from this. It's one of their biggest profitable things is doing things like this. However, they're losing FIFA. All right. Now I said something about Star Wars, right? We talked about this a while back. There's a video somewhere back in the channel where we talked about the prospect of EA actually losing, the exclusive rights to Star Wars, and how great of a thing that is, because we need somebody else to take onto these properties and actually do something good with. And of course, shortly after that, we got, what was it, The Last Jedi or something? The Last Jedi. Star Wars, that Dark Souls Star Wars game kind of thing that I can't remember what the heck it's called right now. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because we first had the Battlefronts, which, had their own issues, and then that came out and it was very well received. It was great. People enjoyed it. People love it. It's on my desktop right now waiting for me to actually finally play the dang thing, outside of playing it over at a friend's, because that's what I tend to do, is go over to somebody else's house and goes, oh yeah, let me try that real quick. Anyway, that's so yeah, they're losing FIFA now as well. And I did not realize how much of a moneymaker. Like, I knew it was a moneymaker, right? But I had no idea how much FIFA gets out of this deal. But yeah, sales of the games, which released an update edition every year, has surpassed 20 billion over the past 2 decades for its California-based maker, Electronic Arts. Now, 20 billion is a lot, but that's also 2 decades. It's 2 12s, right? That's about 22 years. Of things. So that's not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things when you do that. But apparently it is estimated that it is worth about 150 million per year, which is still quite a bit of money. I'm just not gonna lie. However, there's an issue right now, right? There's a rocking of the boat, as you can say, because apparently, from looking into it, and I don't think if this article actually says it or not, I think I got it from another one. But as of right now, supposedly, FIFA actually gets like 1 billion every 4 years from EA to have this property, right? So they need to make enough money every 4 years off this property to make it profitable to total over $1 billion. But apparently right now FIFA is seeking more than double what it currently receives from EA. According to people with knowledge of the talks and figures, that would increase its payout for the series to more than $1 billion for each 4 years. World Cup Soccer. Okay, my bad. So that's the new deal, right? That they're trying to get is over $1 billion every 4 years, and it's double what it's currently doing. So I'm assuming they're paying close to $1 billion, maybe a little under $1 billion every 4 years. Maybe somewhere like that, because now they want to double that, right? Increase by about 100%, and it's going to take it over the $1 billion mark. So it's obviously it's around 500 million, right? That's how this works. Does my math work? So right now, every 4 years, they have to give them like 500 million. So yeah, and if it's making like an estimated 150 million every year, let's do some math, because my thinker can't think, right? So we take the 150 and we times that by the 4. That's not correct. Wow. Okay, I can't math even on a calculator today. So it is what it is, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, on top of that, there's a issue of what they want to do with the thing, right? So they want a lot of money for it, and apparently they're not going to get it from EA. And if EA doesn't fork that, I don't see them getting that kind of money from anyone else, right? So they're going to wind up with less. But the dispute is not just about money, though. The talks have also stalled because apparently FIFA and EA can't agree what games' exclusive rights should include. FIFA would prefer to limit EA's exclusivity to a narrow parameter around the use in a soccer game, most likely in an effort to seek new revenue streams for the rights, in which it would retain EA Sports. Meanwhile, contends the company should be allowed to explore other venues within its FIFA video games ecosystem, including highlights of actual games, arena video game tournaments, and other digital products like NFTs, which I think are just dumb. I feel like it's a dying fad at this point, NFTs, but you can believe what you want to believe, people. That's fine. Point is, I'm really curious to know exactly what it is that their exclusive rights and what deals they have had, because we blame EA a lot for this, right? Because it's a total EA thing to do. They do it a lot, but makes me kind of wonder sometimes when reading some of this stuff, what if EA is not actually behind it, right? FIFA wants a ton of money, which means EA's got to do something to generate that money. It's the FIFA tournament, FIFA packs. Gosh, wow, whatever the hell they're called now. I can't even think about it, right? The card packs and a yearly release and all this other stuff in order to generate that income. Also, of course, this thing seems to always be a copy and paste of the previous season with a few numbers changed and the roster changed. This person now belongs to this team and this person belongs to this now, or this person retired or something, is no longer in the roster and all this other stuff. But, EA wants to take it beyond that, right? EA wants to put in like some real footage and, do some kind of tournament, arena video game tournaments, and explore other ventures within the FIFA video game ecosystem, which I'm not sure what that would look like, but maybe somebody who really is in tune to this scene can maybe elaborate that to me. But it sounds like that EA wants to take FIFA to another level, but FIFA won't let them. If that makes sense. Which might be why we have the yearly release the way it is, because FIFA demands a ton of money, and in order for EA to make that money, they essentially have to make the quickest, shortest development span of the whole thing and chuck it out there, whether it's ready or not, just to make the money. and FIFA won't let them actually explore other avenues with the game. So it's tied to, like, the one game a year and all this other stuff, instead of actually making maybe the product we really want, right? But yeah, that's just my thought. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.